You know what? The biggest change post-detox? I turned off all those pesky notifications. It was such a huge relief. Just WhatsApp and text remained. That is all. But everything else, gone. Therefore, the stress just melted away. And let me tell you, it was palpable. My screen time, though, that was a bit of a surprise. It stayed about the same. But instead of mindlessly scrolling on Instagram and Twitter, I'm mostly on YouTube, just playing videos in the background. Therefore, it doesn't feel as guilty as before. I do want to get it lower, though. But hey, small wins, right? So, yes, I do recommend this. Like, get rid of your social media apps. Or even better, try no phone for a week. You don't need them. I certainly didn't. All right, now that we know where I ended up, let's look back, shall we, to the last day. I was dreading getting my phone back, not one bit excited. It was so stressful turning it on because of the endless notifications. Therefore, I realized I was getting used to life without that digital noise. But I had to get back to the real world, back to the matrix. Before that, let's rewind to the penultimate day, and my cameraman friend Jack arrived. It was a beautiful day, and we decided to hit that skate park I had marked down earlier. But, oh man, the humiliation I suffered that day. I tried a small ramp, crashed, and just ate it. Therefore, this whole challenge felt like a metaphor. You just got to keep going. I realized I wasn't even looking forward to getting my phone back. I mean, that says something, right? The notifications, the dopamine hits, all that lack of self-control. Who needs it? Let's keep rewinding. Back to day 4. This was a turning point. The day I went from a lethargic phone addict to an over-energized life enjoyer. I woke up, and the benefits of being offline just hit me hard. Therefore, I realized that life without my phone could actually be better. I was so engrossed in life that I forgot to even film, thankfully for voiceovers. But social anxiety was still a thing. Therefore, I skipped filming in a co-working space because I felt too awkward. But I did get a ton of work done, so all was good. Earlier, I'd felt the need to reach for my phone, like when navigating around the city. Therefore, this made me realize how much I rely on my phone for simple things. And then, I went to a life drawing class. A curveball for sure. But it was super fun, felt really wholesome and healthy. I also realized how much more sociable I was without my phone. Therefore, I was just talking to everyone in shops. So, let's go back to day 3, the day after that karaoke night where I screamed into a microphone. It was all worth it, and so worth it. But I did need to get some work done, and I managed to get about 3 hours of solid editing. It did feel like cheating seeing all the colors on the laptop screen. But Sam was there to keep me accountable, especially those first few days. We had moved into our new place. It was a lifesaver. From a dark basement flat with rats to a light, airy apartment. Therefore, simple things like sunlight made a world of difference. I even bought a skateboard and practiced all day. And met up with a friend, without my phone, feels very old school. I hadn't made plans with someone without a phone since I was a kid. Therefore, this showed me just how connected and constantly updated I usually am. Okay, let's rewind to day 2. It was a bit weird waking up without my phone and scrolling. Therefore, we moved out of that rat-infested flat and moved into a new place. And hey, I bought a skateboard. Pretty sick, eh? I was also editing on my laptop, but just between 9 to 5 and no social media. So, let's look back at day 1, a Sunday, which is a weird day to start this. I had no plans, which might have been a mistake. But maybe throwing myself into the deep end was the right thing to do. It was nice not being on social media for a day, a massive win for my mental health. Therefore, the visit from my family was a welcomed surprise. The important task of the day buying a watch. It was easier than I thought, and the first shop I walked in had a sweet Casio watch. Therefore, I could now actually tell the time. The boredom was intense. I even changed clothes just for something to do. Let's see. Back to the beginning. The first morning, it was a reality check. I couldn't listen to any music or use a map. Therefore, I had to actually look at a clock for the time. I felt really weird, and I didn't like it. This phonelessness. I had ceremoniously placed all my tech into a drawer, like a burial of sorts, the night before. I immediately felt the absence of my phone. A tough one, I knew. I was nervous about the week ahead, but Sam, my friend, gave me some support. So yes, just like most of you, I was addicted to my phone. It felt depressing, like this was the only way. Therefore, I decided to challenge that for a week. I deleted my phone from existence to see what it would do to my brain. I was wondering if I could do a social media detox and dopamine reset like the ones I have seen online. But I knew my whole life was on that thing. So yes, I went phoneless for a week, and it changed my life, no doubt. So maybe you should too.